Hey guys, we're back. Watching a game from Buffer Overrun in his T150, and if you look at his loadout, well, I looked at it beforehand. He has all Bond equipment, and he's got a fair slug of gold rounds, and he's using food. And I kind of wondered why he would do that with a tier 6. But then I looked at his barrel, and he's got 2 marks of excellence on it. Looks like he's going for a 3 mark. He's not as try-hard as I am, because I would be firing all gold at this point. But, yeah, he's doing well, and he's picking up some damage. Now, the T150 has extremely good armor for its tier. Like, as a tier 6, it's probably the most heavily armored tier 6 in the game, to be honest. And as long as you hide your cupola and you use a little bit of angling, the thing is fairly tanky. The middle bar plate on it is not super tanky, but that is why you want to angle it kind of like this. Not enough that they can pen the side, but enough that you can kind of bait them into shooting it. So I did not look this tank's stats up, but if I recall right, it's Russian, and it's going to have decent side armor on it. Enough that you can bait into the tracks quite often, and we're going to see that a little bit in this game. So Buffer Overrun has been hit by Artie and has decided that he does not want to be the target of Artie, and therefore is relocating, which is a good move. And he sees this KV-2, and unfortunately, he does not get the hit on the KV-2. Fully aimed, though. That's good. I don't think this gun is highly accurate, although it is Russian, so we do have that going for us. And he turns side on, which is not a terrible idea to try and bait that HE into your tracks. But now he's in a great position because the enemy does not have a lot to aim at. So the KV-2 fires, and therefore Buffer's going to get another shot. Of course, it's Russian, so you do snapshot and you do hit, right? So rather than play poke and try and snap, he's going to go after a different tank now, which is not a bad idea. And he takes out the VK3601H, who had panicked. We're already up to 2200 damage, and he has used standard rounds in this game. He's not using his gold rounds, which, good for him. What's the pen on the standard rounds? This Tiger 131 is in deep trouble. So 167 millimeters, which isn't fantastic. 219 with the gold, though. That's pretty good for a tier 6. So this Fury, I don't know if Buffer knows it, but this Fury has 171 pen, and with his gold rounds like 240 or something, really close to 240. So I think it's wise for him not to push that guy frontally. He's also got decent DPM. Unfortunately, we hit the tracks of the STRV, but we'll pick up a little assist there and yet another kill. So the reload on this is pretty good for a 300 alpha gun. That's the other thing is there's I don't know of any other heavy tank at tier 6 that has 300 alpha. So it's 11-10. It's still a close game, which is what you kind of need. What a shot. I don't know how he made that shot, but good on him. But I don't know any other tanks that can out DPM this thing, quite honestly. Shoots the Fury in the rear, and the Fury is now running. But not fast enough. 4k damage. Only 2 kills, but 4k damage in a tier 6 tank. That is insanity. What a great game. He's just put on a clinic, and he's only lost like 300 health. So if I remember right, he's using a rammer and either vert stabs or a what is the name of that? The IRM. And I don't know what his third piece of equipment is. He's actually got decent view range as well. This T-78, last guy alive, he's got a dangerous gun, but Buffer has way too much health. So it looks like the Artie rams the T-78 to finish off the game. That's 4,400 damage, folks, and almost 900 assist in a tier 6 tank. Let's go ahead and look at the after action on this. Okay, at the after action here, Ace Tanker, yeah, unsurprising there. Confederate and high caliber, because he shot at a lot of different targets, you can tell, and he only killed 2 of the targets he was shooting at. So 4,391 damage, 2 kills, 1,700 base XP. Holy smokes. And so the enemy team, it looks like they kind of all did some damage, but what you need on your team is for your team to kind of slowly die off while allowing you to put shots into the enemy. So on Ensk, that's a pretty much a dream matchup, top tier on Ensk for him. 18 shots, 16 hits, 15 pens. So, you know, yeah, it's Russian. 1,000 assists, so that takes him up to 5,500, 5,450, somewhere in there, in a tier 6 tank. You just don't see that very often. And he ended up making 96,000 credits with some battle payments and personal reserves, and his crew ended up with a nice 2,600 XP. Now, Buffer Overrun did tell me that he 3-marked this tank a couple of games later. So congratulations to you on that. If you have that replay, Buffer, send it in. I will feature it. I don't care if it's a good game or a bad game. We like to celebrate 3 marks here. So thanks again for watching, everybody. We hope to catch you next time. Tonester out.